You're live.
Live. So we'll talk about that later.
Okay. Arizona.
Hey, everybody. It is Friday night, and we are doing it again.
And the sun's going down.
Yeah, it's getting darker all the time now. So we're gonna get this done, hopefully before the sun is all the way down. Anyway, so great things are happening. We got good things going on out here. Some interesting side stories, but we can talk about that some other time. First announcement I want to make is remember, just kind of a reminder, no video early tomorrow morning. So we've kind of eliminated the early Saturday morning, but Vicki and I will be live at 9 a.m. Pacific time, just like always. So we'll be doing our live, and that'll be the only video tomorrow. And then Sunday morning is now when Dave's Senior Moments posts on Sunday morning. That'll be at 3:30 a.m. our time, just like normal. So that's on Sundays now, not Saturdays. And then, of course, Monday, we're right back into the normal schedule. We've got a great video for you on Monday. I think you guys are going to like it. Okay. All right. So, giveaways. So, we want to show the giveaways. Then Dad's going to do a little demo, and then I'm going to do a couple questions.
Yeah, I got a question from, what did you say, Charlie?
Yeah, Charlie was on our Facebook Live last night asking about the...
He wanted to know about the glue that I use when I make these router bases, and it's an acrylic glue. So I'm going to go over a little bit about what I use and how I do it.
But first, we have two giveaways tonight. First one, and I'm super excited about this. So we've got an anonymous donor donated a $50 gift certificate from our website to somebody that wins one of the trivia questions tonight. That's right? Yeah. And then secondly, Danny Meadows sent us some more cool stuff. So this is the Hunter Special. So we have a headlamp that is really cool. And I think
this is a headband back here, right?
Yeah, that's the headband. And I won't shine it right at the camera, but you guys can see that was the bright. That's the kind of dim and dimmer. Then you've got green lights and red lights. So anyway, that's part of the deal. And then we got a really cool little foldable knife that is in this tight little package. This actually looks like wood grain, but it's foam. But anyway, it's a really neat little True Unity pocket knife.
If I didn't have two really good ones already,
yeah, this is really cool.
I'd leave that one for myself.
It's all anodized, and it's got all kinds of neat little features to it. But anyway, it's really a cool little pocket knife. So that's number 2 with the Hunter Special giveaway. And then
all part of one package.
Yeah, this is all going together to the same person. And then this is another kind of a little headlamp thing, but it's also magnetic, and it shines bright, but it's actually another version of a headlamp. So you've got dim and bright.
I don't know if this is magnetic or not. Will it stick on there?
No, I don't think that is.
This is stainless.
It probably would. Yeah, it sticks on the edge of the table. Yeah, it'll stick on there, kinda. It'll stick on the lid, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's magnetic.
Neat little, another neat little deal, and I love their packaging. Their packaging is just so cool. Anyway, let me put that back. Anyway, so this is all 3 of these go to the same person, and Danny Meadows, Jim Price Auto Parts, just like always. So,
That's neat packaging.
yeah, I love their packaging.
Yeah. Excellent.
All right, so we will give those away here in a few minutes. Now we can move on. Dad, if you want to go into your little demo thing.
Yeah, are you ready for that?
Yeah.
Okay, this is for Charlie and for anybody else that has an interest in it. Now, as you guys know, we make these bases for the different palm routers. And what I do when I make these, after I get them to this point, I keep a little stack of them. Then I have these little spacers that I've made from the scrap that I have left after I make these. So what I do, I'll show you what I take this screw. The screws come with a knob. I should have brought another knob out, but I didn't. But I put the screw in there. These are countersunk, okay? I put the screw in there. Then I take an 1/8" spacer. I put it on like that. And then a couple of 1/4" spacers. And I'll take this off of here. This will just take me a second. Not like it's going to take any time. So after I get it to that point, then I just put that in there like that. And I take this almost to where it's tight, but not quite tight. See, it's still a little bit loose. And then what I do, this is acrylic glue. Can you get a good picture of that, Vic?
Yep.
You got it?
Yeah.
This is acrylic glue. I buy it on Amazon. And I have a little applicator bottle with a little probe on it. So what I do, this is loose, and what I do is I just point this down, and when I do that, this stuff is water, like water, and it completely fills the void where these two go together. And then I take my handy cobalt screwdriver and I tighten that up. And that's literally how I put these together. Every one of them I put together. I haven't trained anybody else to do it. I do them all. And the reason I do it, the reason I see, I could just tighten that screw up and it would be good. It would hold. But the reason I put the glue on there is you can see this one that I took the knob off of. Where this goes on here, this is like a solid piece. So in case somebody should drop this, it's not likely that with this hole this close to the edge, if it didn't have that on there as a reinforcement, if it dropped and hit that, it would break. It's probably 50 times less likely to break if this is glued on. That's why I spend the extra time to do that. I wouldn't have to. I could just tighten them up right on there and it would just save me an operation. But since this is glued on, it just reinforces the plastic that much more. So that's why I do what I do. And again, this is the acrylic. It's called SCI grip. It's SCI grip, and it's acrylic glue. And this is number 3. You can get it in 3 different thicknesses. This is like water thin, and this is, to me, this is the best because if you have 2 pieces of plastic that you put together, all you have to do is put a drop here on the edge, and it just completely fills that up. You can see it. It's kind of fascinating. You can see it just sort of fill that up. And after about 5 minutes, that's like a solid piece of plastic. So that just...
So they can find this on Amazon?
Yeah, I buy this on Amazon. You can buy it in a lot of places, plastic supply houses, but Amazon, if you're a Prime member, you get it free shipping. And so it's, to me, Amazon is the place I do most of my shopping. So that's all I wanted to do, is let Charlie know what this is and to let everybody else know what I do, how I do it, and why. And that's the main reason. The only drawback to that is if you ever have to take your base apart, that one that's glued on there, spacer that's glued on there, it ain't coming off. You can knock it off with a hammer, but you'll break the plastic by doing it. So it's on there permanently. So other than that, that's all I have to say about that.
Okay. All right. So if you guys have questions, let us know. We'll move on to my first question that I got from Terry. She said, "Is there ever a time that you would carve an exterior sign deeper than a 1/4 inch, depending on the detail, if the sign is going to be out in the weather all the time?" So there have been times deeper than a 1/4 inch. Not very often. My new shop sign, that is actually about 1 inch thick or deep. But that was a different deal. I was doing power carving, different things on there. There have been times where I've carved different, deeper than a 1/4 inch. But it really, whether it's inside sign or outside sign, as far as I'm concerned, that doesn't have any bearing on whether I want to carve deep or carve shallow. Either way, whether it's outside or inside, it's going to wear the same. It's going to be, essentially the same. So whether you carve a 1/4 of an inch deep or you carve, 5/16 deep, it's going to look the same from basically a few feet away, and it's going to last just as long, carved 3/8 rather than 5/16. That's my opinion. What's your opinion?
It's just any sign that you see, even signs on the side of cars. The function of the sign is information. It's a message. Now, if you're out in a wilderness park and you're looking at trail signs, they really look nice if they're carved in real deep and the letters are colored. But they still read the same as if the letters were painted on a flat surface. As far as the use of the sign, it still reads exactly the same.
So you
So
don't.
it just depends on your preference and what the sign is going to be used for. But a 1/4 inch depth, I've been carving for over 50 years. And I think in all that time, maybe a half a dozen signs that were for like fire stations or park ranger signs. A few of those I've carved a little deeper, but nearly everything is a 1/4 of an inch or less.
So, so again, to answer Terry, I don't think it makes any difference whether it's carved a 1/4 of an inch deep or 5/16 or 3/8 deep. Whether it's going to last longer outside, I think it's going to last just as long outside, one way or the other.
Yeah, I think the lasting of the sign has no bearing on it. The aesthetic of the sign might change slightly with the depth.
It's the cosmetic.
But very little.
Yeah, it's the cosmetic. Now, my former brother-in-law, Jim McAnally, who I went and visited a couple years ago, December of 18, you guys can see the interview I did with him in his little sign trailer in Northern California, showing his signs. He makes really, really great signs. He does carve quite often deeper than a 1/4 of an inch. This is just a screenshot off of one of his signs when I was there. So if you want to go watch that video, the title of it, it doesn't have a number. It's titled Another Sign Carver, Jim McAnally. And again, it was, I think, December of 18. But he does quite often carve 5/16 to 3/8 deep. But it's strictly a cosmetic thing. He likes the way that looks, and so that's what he carves. And it does look really cool. It looks great. So anyway, that hopefully that answers your question, Terry, and anybody else that had a question about that. There you go. But normally 1/4 of an inch deep or less is what we do. Okay, second question, and this one is.
You're not going to do a giveaway in between questions?
No, I'm going to do both giveaways after this question.
Okay.
This one will be quick. So Les Cole asked, can you show us your workstation, how it's set up, and how you go about using your workstation and carve a sign? So here's the thing, Les. I don't really have a workstation as such that is set up just for making signs. I have a workbench that you guys see all the time out on the patio. I generally do my layout right there at the bench, but I bring my letters out. I don't have a dedicated area that is just for laying out and carving signs, because most of the stuff I do now is either for demo for you guys or it's something special. So I keep my layout letters kind of up on a shelf. And, when I need to lay out a sign, I pull them down, I lay my sign out, and then I put the layout letters back. So I don't have a dedicated area that is just set up for layout, carving signs, and all of that in one little area. Most of you guys probably do. So
I should have took pictures of mine. I had one for like 25 or 30 years. But eventually I got to where I was doing so many different things like Eric that I just sort of worked my way out of it. So I don't have a dedicated sign carving station either.
We kind of just have stuff scattered all over.
So-
one procedure, one place.
the closest that I've had in the recent past to a sign carving station would be my operation up in Oatman. This is probably from video number 2 back in, I don't know, 11, 12 years ago. So if you look over here, you'll see my layout letter box. This is a little plastic shed. So this is as close as I could come to showing you a sign carving station. So this is my layout letters. Over in here, you can't see, but that's where I kept my stock boards. There were shelves with stock boards that were made, all the 5 or 6 different styles. And then back here is where I did all my layout. Where I'm sitting here is at my carving bench. So that's where I did my layout. I'd grab my layout letters, lay out the sign. Well, I would grab a board first, put it here, grab the letters here, lay the sign out, and
that
then
was
bring
the
it up
opening
front.
where your customers could actually see
Yeah,
your carving.
this is the front of the booth here. My bench is here, and then beyond that, this way, I'm looking straight up the street in Oatman, Arizona, and that's where customers would come up. And then there was a side door. Once in a while, they'd come up to the side door and order over here. But this is probably as close as I could come to showing you what a sign carving station would look like. But that's all completely in a, well, I've got the shed. No, actually, well, anyway, 10 by 12 shed, I think. Anyway, so that might give you an idea. And I know Frank and, a lot of you guys have small sheds. Gigi has a
Somebody
shed.
had a suggestion. Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Carly Kennelly says maybe we should all send Eric pictures of our work area, and he could do
There-
something with that, like Sun Carvers of the Day.
There you go. I would love that. I did one with, oh my gosh, what's his name? Mark over in the UK. It's somebody over in the UK that showed me their little shop, and it was cool. But I would love to show off. If you guys want to send me pictures of your shop in your area, I would
Great
love.
idea.
I would love to see
Great
that.
idea.
Yeah, I would love to see
20
that.
after.
All right. So, first giveaway. That's the questions. First giveaway. Babe, you're up.
Which one are we giving away first?
$50 gift certificate.
All right, you guys, we're going to be giving away $50 credit. I don't have a gift certificate, but it's donated by anonymous person named Sandy.
Thank you, anonymous
So
Sandy.
whoever wins this is going to have $50 credit on their account. Do not answer the question until I have read it completely, because it's a Googler.
And it domestic only, correct?
Domestic only, yes.
Yeah. Sorry, international people.
Yeah. Don't answer until I've read the whole thing. Who are the main 4 characters to star in the 1944 movie Tall in the Saddle? So you have to name the 4 characters. And which character actor in the movie, not one of the main 4, but another one, went on to appear in 26 other movies with the main star of this movie? Who are the main 4 characters to star in the 1944 movie Tall in the Saddle? And which actor in the movie, not one of the main 4, but went on to appear in 26 other movies with the main star from this movie? Gotta have all of them.
That's a big one.
Main 4 characters, and which character went on to star in 26 other movies with the character in this movie? That's what I said, Will. Same thing. Dang, I'm not that old. So you got to name the 4 characters.
The 4 main
4
characters.
main characters. The actors.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not Vicky. I'd hate to keep track of those answers. I don't know how she does it.
Okay, Troy, you were almost there. You didn't get the second part of the question. Which other actor, not one of the main 4, went on to appear in 26 other movies with the main star of the movie?
That's difficult. Ding, 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 ding. That's a tough one.
Oh, Mike Borg. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me make sure. John Wayne, Ward, Bond, Gabby, Ella, and Ward Bond. Lori, you were close. Michael Borg, Ella Raines, John Wayne, Gabby Hayes, Ward Bond, and then Paul Fix.
That's correct.
Pen?
Yep. And that's Michael Borg.
Borg.
I think he's down in Havasu.
I think so.
It's Mikel,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I think Michael is down in Lake Havasu. Congratulations, Michael. That was a tough one, man.
That was a tough one.
Well, that was a tough one, but it was from my era, so I knew the answers without even looking anything up. I knew the answers.
And
but
see,
it was,
and Dad and I were talking about this earlier. Paul Fix. See, I remember Paul Fix. You know, when you say the name Paul Fix, the first thing I think of is the sheriff from The
Micah.
Rifleman.
Micah.
Micah, was that his name
Yeah,
in there?
Micah was
Yeah.
the sheriff of the Rifleman.
He was the sheriff in The Rifleman with Chuck Connors and what's the kid's name? Johnny
Crawford.
Johnny Crawford. Yeah, yeah. I grew up watching that show, but that was my era. So
Yeah, Paul Fix in that
Fix will always be
Tall
there.
in the Saddle. He played one of the Cruz brothers that John Wayne stomped on his hand, and just generally he was a kind of a snide little character. But that was Paul Fix's role in Tall in the Saddle.
Renee says Turner Classic Movie Channel. Who in the family has been watching all those old movies?
Steve,
Michael says thank you. I love John Wayne movies.
I do too. Yeah, of all the movies in my life in the past 80-some years, John Wayne movies have always been my favorites.
Good night, Bert. Tell Sharon hi.
good night, Bert.
All right, so that was that one.
Okay, so the next.
Somebody's leaving before the second giveaway?
It's Bert
That's
in
Bert.
Canada.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hold that back.
So this is Danny's business card.
Oh, it's getting dark out here.
All right, hold on a minute.
We're going to have to
I'm
start.
looking for a set of layout letters 2 and 1 inch that look like Rolls and Royce font. No, we do not have anything like that.
Rolls Royce font. Yeah, those are serifed letters.
We're going to have to start mounting lights up on the corner.
Well,
of the,
we've got the stand-up light, but Vicky said we're not quite. Probably another week or two.
Yeah.
We'll need our.
All right, we need to
our
get moving.
tripod
We're
lights.
already at
All right,
25
so
minutes.
So the next question, are you asking both questions?
Well, unless you want.
No, I don't ask.
Yeah,
I'm
just
just
whenever you're ready.
I'm the Vanna White here. You're
All
the
right, Vanna. All right, here's the second question for the Hunter Pack. And that's by ebay.com/Jim Price Parts.
yes.
Hold
So
on.
if you guys like these products, definitely go check this place out.
Oh,
These
yeah.
Evo products are freaking amazing, and they really are good prices. I tried to and we've got more for another Friday.
All right,
definitely.
here's the question. In the movie Shawshank Redemption, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
How many years does Red spend in prison before being pardoned?
Was he
Paroled.
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 Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
paroled. Oh, Bruce! Holy cow, you jumped on that, Bruce Peter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bruce knew that. He
Yeah.
didn't have time to Google
did
that
not.
one.
He liked that movie like we do.
Yeah. Wow, that was super
That
fast.
was really fast.
He knew that. Yeah, there was no doubt. He didn't have time.
Oh, looks like there's a lot of fans. Bruce says 40. Renee says love that movie. Will Pena 46. Rob. Sorry guys, Bruce, you got it.
Bruce Peter, good job, dude.
Yeah.
All right, Bruce, this stuff is coming to you tomorrow. I'll pack it up and get it out of here tomorrow. So again, guys, please go if you're interested in any of this stuff and go see what Danny has over at Jim Price. So go to the eBay store and just type in, when you get to the eBay store, this eBay store, type in Nebo. And Nebo is, that's how you spell Nebo.
Or
And
except for it's upside down. But
huh?
you
Well,
should.
it was.
Oh, I didn't see
yeah.
that one. I just saw it.
Go check out the Nebo stuff. It's amazing. It's just, and I've got some really cool products that I didn't give away here. But Danny Meadows, man, thank you so much. I know you are probably not on here
I
because,
haven't seen him.
yeah, because this is bow season. This is
That's right.
This
He's
is the
bow hunting,
weekend,
yeah.
first weekend in October. He's sitting in a tree somewhere
Okay.
right now, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, Danny, when you see this, buddy, thank you so much. We just really appreciate
Give
you.
us thumbs up.
Okay, yeah, so give us
Yeah,
some
I've
thumbs
got
up
some
and-
of this stuff that he sent me that
Yeah.
I wouldn't sell it. You couldn't get it away from
really
me. You'd
cool
have
stuff.
All right, guys.
The
we
only
got a
way
whole
you
bunch
get
of
it is
people
after the
on
fight.
Here. Let's give us some thumbs up, please.
Yeah, for all this great stuff. So, Danny's business card. Anyway, I'll get this stuff out to you tomorrow, Bruce. Great job. All right. So, that is it, boys and girls. We'll let you guys move on with your Friday evening.
Did you say Renee was on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
20
Oh,
minutes
okay.
ago, but yeah.
Hi, daughter.
Yep, she's probably there. Okay, you guys, that's it. So tomorrow morning, Vicky and I will be. Oh, before I forget, one last announcement. You guys have to tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Central Time, wherever you're at, 3 p.m. Central Time. Matt Bay from Old Bay Signs is going to be doing a live YouTube broadcast, and he's going to have a special guest on there, and he's going to be talking about marketing, how to market your signs. So, and Matt Bay really is great at marketing. He's got some phenomenal ideas. He's going to have a special guest, so go check him out. Go to Old Man Bay Signs on YouTube. So it's just like it sounds, Old Man Bay Signs, all one word, over on YouTube. Or if you go to Facebook and you look in his profile, you'll see a link to it because he posted it today on Facebook. So definitely on YouTube, Old Man Bay Signs, tomorrow, Saturday, 3 p.m. Central Time. We will definitely be watching. But you guys got to go check this out and support our community here, because Matt is putting together, went to all this trouble to put this together. So
I want to take 1 minute.
Yes, me too, Todd.
I want to take 1 minute and do a tribute to country music star Mac Davis. He passed away a couple of days ago, 78 years old, almost 10 years younger than me. But his song, Lord, It's So Hard to Be Humble, is one of my all-time favorite songs. So I just want to say, in case you didn't know, Mac Davis passed away, and he was one of the greats. So.
He was. I loved watching his variety show. He actually had a variety show.
I watched a clip of it.
He
today.
would actually,
He was amazing.
he would have people from the audience shout up a sentence
and
to him on stage.
And he
And he would write a song
in his head,
with that
yeah.
sentence right there
He
on
was a
stage.
genius.
He
The
was
guy
just-
was a genius.
He was a phenomenal
absolutely
talent.
amazing.
Yeah,
I love
him
Mac
and
Davis.
Mac Davis and Helen Reddy both died on the same day.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, thank
Just
you.
wanted to mention
I'm
that.
glad you did that. I'm glad you did that.
Get him, killer!
Somebody's over there. Nellie barks at people. She doesn't bark at somebody's
There
over
was
there.
somebody at that corner property over there.
Oh, was
earlier.
there? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
All
Okay.
right, folks.
Bye, guys. It's getting dark. So hope you guys have a great weekend. We'll have videos every day. We'll see you over on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, 9 o'clock Pacific time, Vicki and I will be live. I've got a really great question and some advice. And then Vicki will be
Love you too, Nemone.
Vicki will be talking about something. You can bet on that. All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
Good night,
We love you
guys.
guys.
See you next time.
Have a great weekend.